Yat Eitinema Sananishla. This is Navajo Grandma, and today, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna have some cooking. My daughter-in-law gave me an apron, and it says Navajo Grandma. I moved the grandma over and put some artisan. I just stitched that there. Anyways, here is the Navajo Frybread dough. It's 4 cups flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 2 teaspoons salt. You can add whatever oil type you want, and 3 to 4 cups of water. Now this you can discover for yourself. I always say, think about the, how it's, if you can work it with your hand and it's not too sticky, or if it's not too dry. Put in as much water for a good consistency. And you don't have to use the bluebird flour, but I do. Make this your own recipe. We're going to be fixing today is Navajo fry bread, Spam, and onions, and Anaheim chili. Grandpa and I tasted this, and it just watered our mouths, and it was so wonderful. So I wanted to share that with you. Slice the onions and to cook the green Anaheim chilies. And this is a big chunker. Here's the Anaheim and the onion and our famous Spam. There's nothing. Spam I think it's a traditional food of America. I mean, this is a forever Spam. You can do anything with this. Make potatoes. Remember Spam and potatoes? Oh, that's even more heavenly. And I will show you different things that we can do with the fry bread, and so that you can kind of be, it's so versatile, and you don't really need to have Grandma show you these things, but I have to show you this. This is the most wonderful fry bread sandwich I've had. I always use, my virgin olive oil, and I use that just to kind of, cook the Spam. We have the onions, and I cut the onions, and I always say, when you slice them really thin. And this is going to go in the sandwich. And I don't know, for those of you who don't like onions or love onions, I love onions. So that will be set aside here. We'll open up the Spam, and Grandma just slice the Spam. And if you don't like Spam, don't look at this. This is Spam. It's not hard. A very, very simple recipe. Now, the green chili. If you can see, let's move this over. Okay, Grandma's trying to put this here, and there are children everywhere screaming. Sorry. Okay, so here is my grill, and notice here is the chili, the Anaheim chili. This is how Grandma bakes those, and it's just over the fire on this grill. Now Grandma's going to put some extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, okay? We don't want to pour it in. We're going to put the Spam in, and you're just going to brown them. You're not going to do anything elaborate. The finished chilies, look at this, beautiful, and the skin will just fall off, and we can put that in the sandwich. Look how beautiful. Isn't that lovely? That's an Anaheim chili. This is the Spam. Notice it's kind of brown. It's not, cooked really hard. Very gently, and that's it. Now Grandma is making, a fry bread. Díníilghaazh, díníilghaazh. That's what it's called. so yeah, I don't think it's quite, maybe it's not hot enough. Let's turn it up a hair. Okay, and this is a propane cooker, and so Grandma's going to, these pieces of fry bread are not going to be very, very huge, you know, with this small little skillet. I know out in the reservation they make them like, good grief, 14 inches round, and sometimes they make them bigger than that, and it's a little beyond. Some people like to, I've got to keep, I can't have Grandpa eating the fry bread because there's a lot of carbs in this, okay? You got to remember that. And it's wonderful, and when you make it the way you want, you know, this is how Grandma stretches it, and I always put holes in it. I noticed some Dene people, Navajo people don't. They just put it on there and then they break the hole when it starts to, you know, puff up in the middle. So Grandma's gonna put this in. Let's hope this will work, okay? And it's looking good. You see how beautiful? And we're making the fry bread, and Grandma's making another one. And see how Grandma makes this? I just crimp. I mean, I just keep, you know, this is how I do it, and then I slap it back and forth, and you just, you know, work the edges, and they thin out, and you learn how. It's just, I told you, I dropped these a million times in the dirt, and Grandma just says, keep going. I'd be slapping the bread around with the dirt in my hand. And lo and behold, eventually I found out, you know, how to, you know, if it was too thick on one end, I knew how to, you know, pull it and get it to be, you know, just the way you want it. Remember this recipe, Navajo Frybread Recipe, don't forget that. Okay, so we have, remember we have the Spam. Put that to the side, and now we are going to take this chili, and we're going to clean this off. Okay, now it's not as hot, so we can just take the skin off, and that's you can do that very easy now because it's not super hot, and it's just perfect for that. See how whenever you bake it over the coals, it just, some of it does just slide off, but you just take the skin off, and do you see what Grandma's doing? We're just taking the skin off this Anaheim chili, and I don't know why this is, I think that we just kind of burnt this little piece, but do you see what it looks like? And then I like to keep the seeds in there. I know it's usually hot. That's what I love. I like it, so that's why I keep the seeds here. And we'll put that to the side. Let's just put that to the side here. And then we're going to, and there's no salt, no nothing. Okay, so we take the bread. Okay, here's the bread. We're going to put two, they usually put two Spam, just like this. And then you're going to just put the onions like so. And these are finely cut, okay? And then I love onions, so this would be for Grandma. And then we're going to go ahead and I will cut this in half. And it is so wonderful. You have no idea. This is just beautiful. And then you just lay it there. If you want, you can add the whole thing. And that's what Grandma would want. That is mine. I mean, here is the sandwich. It is heavenly. Of course, this is Grandma's taste buds talking. And this is the sandwich. Now, Grandma's going to taste this, and let's see if I enjoy this. Oh, you are missing a nice meal. This is wonderful. So here it is. You guys wanted to know Spam, onions, Anaheim chili with a fry bread sandwich. I really don't know if you can see Grandma. Let's just do it this way. Hopefully you can see me better. I'm not sure. But this is Grandma. And I hope you enjoyed this. We are going to go in and have a wonderful meal. And with the fry bread, the Spam, the Anaheim chili, and the onions. And what a better way to have a nice meal. And then we're going to top it off with a dessert called Chen. We're going to make the pudding. So it's wonderful. You have to try it. Love you. Hagone.